Didn't I do this game already?
Hell yeah, but did you know that there was another version of Sonic 3D Blast with an FMV opening?
No.
I remember playing this on a pirated copy of my PC years ago, and I deleted it long since. This is also the introduction. I love that. I love the introduction. Oh my god, it's a flicky! I love how the camera zoomed in on it. Like, holy crap!
Flickies! Oh my god, they're gonna be the best merchandising.
Into the special zone.
Didn't I do this game already?
Can become part of a weird abstract background. I want to see birds as part of a weird abstract background in the special zone. What is this, James?
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Sonic 3D Blast. Yes, we did the game beforehand, but that was the Genesis version. The wimpy Genesis version with that shit soundtrack. This is the Saturn version with higher res graphics and an original soundtrack composed by the mighty Richard Jacques. Or Jacques, however you pronounce his name.
I think this is also available on PC in some areas, too.
Yeah. Actually, yes, this game, Sonic 3D Blast, also did get a PC version, and it is heavily inspired by the Saturn version, although that version has a save feature. This one does not.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think the special stages are just recycling the Genesis ones.
Actually, they kind of mesh the two, but we'll explain that a little later. But first, notice this graphical upgrade compared to the Genesis one we did earlier.
Oh my, yeah. So...
Even the bridge bends! It's a bendy bridge! Yeah, get it?
Ha 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 ha!
Maybe it's just me, but the colors look...
the objective of this... Sorry.
I was about to say, maybe it's just me, but the colors look a little bit more dull by comparison.
Yeah, they're not quite as saturated as the Genesis version, but I think that was just, well... To be fair, they have the technical know-how not to make it look like such an eyesore, so they decided to make it look a little more natural.
I mean,
you say that, but...
View is
oh, here we go. I was about to say, you say that, but honestly, I don't think that really helps with one certain level in the game, which I would go into detail about, but this is only a look at.
Yeah, and I'm not showing off that level, and we're kind of for the best that we don't.
I mean, the isometric perspective isn't too bad, but I still feel it's kind of an odd idea for... Here's Sonic, how about you become a scavenger hunt game?
Honestly, yeah. I don't even find that the biggest problem with Sonic 3D Blast. I just think... Oh. It's me again. Now give me your rings.
What?
Okay. Hey, where are you taking me?
Oh, someplace special. Whoa, words! Whoa. This is new.
That, however, isn't.
Have fun!
So yeah, for the Saturn version, the special stages are practically the half pipes for Sonic 2, only this one takes a little...
Talk. What are we gonna do now? Oh, there.
Oh. Huh?
I was gonna say, someone talk, we were quiet. So what's happening now?
Okay, so we're doing the half pipe from Sonic 2, though they took a few artistic liberties. Well, not so much artistic, but actual gameplay liberties with these special stages. Like their speed ramps, for example. You actually can spin in these. You can, they even have some really weird platforming here and there, so let's just say that these are a little more interesting than those found in Sonic 2.
Not to mention the theme song's better.
Now, what's with those big old emblem things we run through?
Oh yeah, the emblems, if you go through them fast enough, you get more rings.
Okay. Jordy, what do you have to say about this?
Well, I never really played this version of, Sonic 3D Blast, but it's...
I'll give it a minute.
Quite interesting.
Well, just gonna say this right now, Jordy, no one blames you. Not many people owned a Sega Saturn.
Yeah.
It was a long lost console.
Lost, more like forgotten.
Yeah, like, honestly, I didn't end up getting a Saturn until, like, a few years ago, and even then, it was kind of a ancient piece of junk.
Emerald!
Ooh, Jolly Rancher.
Yum.
No, that's a ring pop, you uncultured swine.
That is a ring pop!
But where's the ring?
It fell off.
I was gonna say, no, the ring broke into many pieces. That's why you had to collect 100 of those suckers.
Suckers.
Funny.
I
The
got
ring
that.
pop and the ring pop has revealed itself.
That is funny, suckers.
So, I didn't even mean to do that. So,
Gasp. Loading screens from a Genesis era Sonic game.
where they just use a still image. So what's the plot? Because I never quite knew the plot of 3D Blast or where it fits in the timeline.
Steve, if you would.
Basically, the plot for 3D Blast is that, excuse me, I was swallowing some chocolate. Anyway, 3D Blast basically centers on the fact that Eggman goes to this island, and it's filled with these certain types of flickies that apparently have the magical ability to utilize rings to transport around the island. And Eggman wants to use that power for his own nefarious needs.
Okay, so we need to save all 5 special flickies.
Get all the flickies and then take them to their big transport ring, as we just saw a little while ago. Afterwards, you can access a new part of the level. And most levels have around 2 to 4-ish rings. So yeah, some of these levels can be a little on the long side, and well, given how spotty the controls are, not spotty, how slippery the controls are in this game, that means you're stuck with them for a good while.
Well, that and as we have stated sometimes with Rayman and or Spyro, the isometric perspective is a little
I mean, I'm not like the biggest detractor of isometric platforming, but like honestly, that's not really the big problem for me. The problem for me is again the controls. They're very, very awkward.
Especially when you go super fast. I love how there's always that moment in a Sonic game where you're like, oh no, not these shoes. I already have enough trouble moving as it is.
Yeah, you want to go super Sonic fast, but not in this game where, again, you practically move like a goddamn bus in a icy road.
I know. I think Danny from Game Grumps put it best, where he was like, Sonic I've learned moves in 2 speeds. Sometimes it's too slow to really get your bearings straight on platforming, and way too fast for the human eye to really appreciate.
Where were those little Sonic medals again?
Oh, but we're invincible now.
Oh, the Sonic medals. If you collect 10 of them, I believe you get an extra life.
And the max life can't...
Or either a life or continue.
Okay.
I don't remember which of the two.
Because I was about to say, going back to lives real quick, that's actually something I didn't know about until just recently. The life cap in this game is only 9.
Yeah, it is kind of weird. But then again,
I
guess it also comes down to the fact that this game wasn't developed by Sonic Team or any of Sega subsidiaries. This was actually developed by Traveler's Tale.
Really?
Traveler's Tale, the same schmucks that made Sonic R, Crash Bandicoot, The Wrath of Cortex, all those great Disney Pixar 3D platformers.
And the Lego games.
I was just saying, yeah, until they realize they should just stick to marketing and just do Lego games forever.
Yeah, which is kind of a massive shame, because, well, I mean, they're kind of one of those companies where they can pull out a decent B+, A- game if they wanted to. Although there are times where it does feel like they really should bring out... They don't quite have their bearings.
Oh, this song.
What about this song?
This song.
Oop.
Nice samba beat.
Oh yeah, like... I won't mince words. As much as I like the Genesis soundtrack, the Saturn soundtrack's actually pretty good in its own rights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though some will try to detest otherwise, because this is the same man that composed the Sonic Boom games.
Ah.
Oh, wait, wait, so as in like, wait, this guy here is the same guy they used for Big Red Button?
Mm-hmm.
Rise
and
of Lyric,
Sensoro.
Shattered Crystal, and Fire and Ice.
I didn't know he was in business that long.
Oh no, dude, he's done quite a number of Sonic stuff recently. He's done he done the Boom games. He did the soundtrack for All Stars Racing Transformed, which I will say is a very good soundtrack, even if it's all remixes.
I would say that's actually, first of all, that's a neat detail. Is that depending on how many flickies you have, depends on the reach when you go up those springs. Like you can reach tokens you couldn't before because they bounce up and get it for you.
Oh yeah, I love that. I love that attention to detail. And now that we have another 50 rings, we're gonna go searching for that brash knucklehead again. There he is.
Knuckles.
Hello.
Why won't you leave me alone?
Hey, thanks. Fine, I'll drop you off at the park.
Why are you even here? Aren't you supposed to be guarding your Master Emerald?
Why, what again?
Yeah, I left some birds to take care of it. They're really useful. But anyway, but yeah, okay, so I guess onto the soundtrack. I would just point to, I would say look at Nuts and Bolts and ukulele in terms of Grand Kirkhope compared to, say, how he was in Donkey Kong 64 and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Like, I would say part of it falls on the composer, and then a lot of it also falls on the direction of the game.
Yeah. I mean, all in all, stuff like, say, Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, that was clearly a case of bad direction. Though, you also got this game, Fire and Ice, and... yeah, those two games were... oh, and his remixes for Sonic Generations. Those are pretty good stuff.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, was he the only composer for Generations, or did they have, like, multiple people for that one?
Oh, they had multiple people. He did, they did have Richard Jock remixes, he actually remixed the main theme tune to Sonic 3D Blast here.
Oh. Oh, was he the guy who did the remix of Everybody Supersonic Racing for the bonus minigames?
No, that was Cash Cash.
Which everyone really hates for some reason.
I don't mind
like
Cash
that.
Cash.
I liked it.
that one. I used it in Ratchet
I like that
Clank,
remix.
and I like Cash Cash, and I've already mentioned this during Colors, is I like Cash Cash as a band, actually.
Yeah, they're really good.
Whoop!
They're okay. I mean, I do like their Supersonic Racing one, but I can't think of too many things off the top of my head that I found really noteworthy from them.
In terms of their basic songs, I would recommend Overtime. That's a great song I can link you to later. And of course, I like Reach for the Stars.
I like Reach for the Stars. I like, what is it called? Speak with Your Heart. I think the main singer or whoever from Brent Cash, he was the one who sang Dear My Friend from Sonic Unleashed.
Ooh, nice.
Huh, that was a decent song.
But yeah,
I love that song.
I'll just say I've listened to more Cash Cash songs than I have whatever Crush 40 does in their independent off time from Sonic, if they have anything.
They do. It's just not
I guess
too
there's
noteworthy compared to noteworthy in the sense of people are kind of unaware of it. It's kind of not unlike I'm trying to think of a good example to use here. It's kind of like
Zebrahead.
Well, that wasn't what I was going for, but I guess that's a good example too. I was actually more so likening it to an actor that's known for a very particular role and plays it a lot, but you don't really hear too many people.
Cars 2 Knuckles, you could at least give me a tip.
Oh yeah, there's a spike. There's a trap over there.
Thanks, you devil damn idiot.
I can just see Knuckles brushing up his knuckles or whatever on his glove, just checking him out. Sonic runs off. Falls down 2 inches to his left, poof, and Knuckles just doesn't even look up. Oh yeah, by the way, there's a spike trap over there. Does that mean we have to do the special zone again?
Oh no, the Emerald's ours.
Okay.
Actually, that should be said because I think we may have shown off the Genesis lookout beforehand, but not only is Knuckles in Flicky Island, Tails is too, and if you find him, he'll take you to the special stage too. Unfortunately for the Saturn version, you can't quite cheese the emerald collecting as you could in the Genesis days. You can only go to you can only get one Chaos Emerald per stage.
Rats.
That stinks.
So say in this case you already got one for Knuckles, you decide to go to Tails and do the special stage, all you get is an extra life.
Oh, I thought he would just steal the
now.
rings.
Oh, what are the two different shields? Because I saw you got a blue one and a yellow one earlier.
The yellow one is basically a homing attack.
Huh.
Which makes this game a whole lot more tolerable, if I can be honest.
I bet.
Oh, there's Tails.
There he is. Hi,
Oh,
Tails.
he's asleep. He's a little tired. Fine.
Aw.
And I get it. So, wait, why he just took your rings and ran?
Nope.
Yeah, though, one thing I did learn... What was that, Steve?
It's nothing.
Alrighty, it's nothing then. But yeah, Knuckles and Tails do act like sort of a bank, so if you give them 46 rings, then you come back with 4 more rings, then they will take you to the special stage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we did
So
it.
they're that generous at least.
Let's get to the boss.
Actually, not yet. There's still one more section left to go.
Third section. Okay, but I assume it follows the usual first act, second act boss.
Yep.
Okay.
You'll know that it's the end of the stage if you go to a ring that has an X on the bottom.
Okay.
And then the aliens from up above Flicky Island will practically bring you up via a tractor beam and bring you to the next zone.
I'm noticing when you kill an enemy, do you actually have to walk over the Flicky to collect it?
yeah, you have to walk over to the Flicky to collect it. And each of the Flickies do react differently depending on their color. Like the blue one will always follow after Sonic. The purple one is kind of a neutral party. Red ones will bounce around like an idiot, and the fat green ones will actively avoid Sonic for some reason.
That sucks. Anyway, got through Act 2.
Yay!
Bum, bum, bum.
And now we'll go to our boss.
Let's see how this plays out.
Oh yeah, this is our map of Flicky Island. Ain't it just riveting?
Better than Lost World.
Well, Lost Hex was alright. It's just that they didn't really give any context to its existence. So yeah, here's Eggman with a goddamn wrecker ball.
As usual. Oh gosh.
A bouncy one at that.
Okay, so attack when he goes down to pick it up.
Yeah, all the bosses in this game are pretty much the exact same as they are in the Genesis version.
What are you eating?
Reese's Pieces.
I'm doing this for your own benefit. You should really just eat peanut butter M&Ms. They're basically better versions of Reese's Pieces.
Why I like Reese's Pieces?
If you want the taste of Reese's, ironically enough, you should eat peanut butter M&Ms. They actually capture the taste.
I have had peanut butter M&Ms, and honestly, I like the Pieces better.
Fine.
Well, that had to be the most mundane direction Eggman's ever used.
You said it.
Yeah, that was even worse than the slot machine. So.
I don't know. This one is a lot more practical than the slot machine.
Wait, are you talking about the slot machine from Shadow?
Whoa. There's some good music, actually.
Oh yeah, like I said, both versions of Sonic 3D Blast have their highlights, and this honestly is one of them for me. The Rusty Ruin Zone Act 1 and Act 2 specifically, they're really good.
What are these things?
Wreckers.
Those are bumpers, and those are clearly spike traps.
And that's an alligator.
And there's an alligator with a Flicky inside. The fact
The
that
green
one.
Flicky.
So it looks like, the best strategy is to just get right underneath where the Flicky's gonna fall down.
Devil damn bees.
Yeah,
If
pretty
you take
much.
damage, they go away. That sucks. If you take damage, they actually will drop.
I'll get you
Yeah.
out there, buddy. Never mind.
Uh-oh, Tails is trapped. We should do something. Maybe another time. By the way, you can fly, you idiot.
But my
Now,
tails
oh,
are
you're fired.
tired.
He is tired. Oh gosh, dang it, James!
Oh
Stop doing
no,
that.
you
We're
keep
losing all the
dropping them.
Flickies.
There's a gap between the columns, you idiot.
Done.
There,
outta
now you
here.
can go put them away.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a problem we discussed, but that is one recurring thing that's kind of hard to overlook when it comes to 3D Blast. It's very easy to get hit a lot of the times, and thus it's very easy to lose track of your flickies.
I bet.
Again, honestly, none of this would really be a problem if the controls were better. But they're just, again, they're slippery.
Well, again, the issue is.
Oh, and they're about to become even slippier with this little thing, the Hooser, the pirouette machine.
The pirouette machine.
Oh, and that's how we get out of this. That's how we break through pillars.
Now I know how Espio feels.
By dancing and being dizzy until you puke. Like a ballerina.
And
Why
then
am
you
I
just
not
jump to the
surprised?
pamphlet. But what was it? I mean, and the issue again comes from, my own little gripes with isometric perspectives and how they try and handle depth in that way, and it just doesn't work for me. What's the red shield?
I think. Oh, that's a fire shield.
Ah, cool. No, mental shields are back.
Honestly,
one of them.
I think the reason why I'm not so bothered about the only reason I'm not so bothered with the isometric view, I mean in this game anyway, is because there's clearly a drop shadow whenever Sonic jumps, so that's fine. Again, it's just the matter that the controls are really off.
What's with the tiles that are loose?
That's just a graphical effect. Again, Saturn exclusive.
No, I think they're also in the. They're also in the Genesis.
Your money's worth.
I was about to say no. They're also in the Genesis version. They're just a lot more glaring.
You're getting your money's worth with the Genesis when you get those loose tiles. Okay,
Yeah.
done.
And that thing.
All things is funny thinking about it. Sonic, honestly, the Saturn and Genesis version of 3D Blast actually came out the exact same year, exact same day, I think.
Yeah, it's the exact same day.
Actually, I'll check on that real.
Wait, what
Yeah.
happened to the music? Oh,
It's just
that,
it looped.
that's a bit of a hard loop.
Yeah.
It's Red Book Audio. What'd you expect?
Okay, so
Oh,
weird.
I'm getting dizzy.
Okay, no, never mind. Actually, the Saturn version came out like a few weeks later as opposed to like the same day. Close
it's
enough,
fine.
though.
I mean, it's fine. I've seen. I mean, we're not like new to the same game coming out on multiple consoles at once.
That's true.
Life.
You got 100 rings.
Oh yeah, probably should also be said. This is what we got instead of Sonic Extreme.
Oh yeah.
Sonic Extreme looked cool.
It did look
It was
cool.
it was interesting. It just went through a lot of development bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well. But
Then
that
again,
said-
who knows if the Saturn can really pull that off anyway?
So why end off on Act 1, James?
Because I didn't want this to go any further than this. Because, well, okay. Here's my reasoning. I wanted to go further than Steve did with his Genesis version. That's it.
Had to do
Well-
that much. You had to get that one up.
That's the jerk off answer anyway. The real answer is just that I just wanted to show off Rusty Ruin Zone.
Alrighty.
But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for our look at on Sonic 3D Blast for the Saturn. I mean, if you like what you saw and you can put up with some somewhat slippery controls and a fairly simple mission structure, then I think you might get your money's worth. But again, it's Sonic 3D Blast. If you already know what it is, then I think you're just go play the adventure games, or Generations, or any other 3D Sonic game for that matter. Until next time, everybody.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Can we play this already?